Of Department of ECE, Panimalar Institute of Technology, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, in association with IEEE terms, Madras chapter, PIT, EDC, IIC, IEEE, SB, IETE, ISF welcomes you all for the Phase 3 AICT sponsored short-term training programme on machine vision for entrepreneurs launching startups with low seed fund. It's my immense pleasure to introduce our session speaker, Dr. N.R. Shanker, CEO, Chase Technologies, Chennai. Already we know about Shankar sir. Sir, welcome you, sir. Now I
Thank you.
hand over, now I hand over the session to Shankar sir.
Yes, yes. And I think we'll start the session now. And before
Yes,
starting
sir.
the session, I'll just share my screen. You please see that whether my screen is
Yes, sir.
visible. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
please wait. I think you can able to see my screen.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
Please wait, and I want to just take my. I'll just check my studio connected. And of course, today's class will be dealing about entrepreneurial schemes available, of course. And I want to discuss today. I think many teachers are there, and teachers asked to be given a light on that area where a teacher can go ahead with this startup. Okay, and why this has come to college startup schemes. Why not a body or a degree can be given, and how far teaching community has been doing this type of startups. Then you can able to understand that. And of course, when you want to do these type of startups, which will be very what I can say useful for the teachers, and it will be very useful for the institutions, and it will be very useful for the students. And now we are going to see something about startups and how can I do this startup. And I think I have given two lectures about this entrepreneurial schemes. Once again, I cannot able to say those things. It will be a new topic, and I never repeat the topic which is there earlier. Okay. Now I'm just going to talk. What are the schemes are available? How about the schemes can be implemented? How about the schemes will be helpful for you? And those schemes, I'm going to discuss about it. And now, I think I'll just share my studio because you can understand. Now I think you can able to see my studio. Now I think now you're going to see something about your entrepreneurial schemes available. And before getting into these schemes, okay, what are the initiatives? Initiatives, okay. What are the schemes? Okay, schemes available in India. Okay, and then what are the schemes are available in abroad? Okay, I think we are going to discuss about these things, schemes. Now, I'll just make a small intro about the startup. Okay, because anyway people knows about the startup and all those things, but still I'll give a small intro. See your publications. It's all related with your publications. Your publications. Okay, your novel idea. Okay, your novel idea publication is that has to be have some novel idea. Okay, and that novel idea goes for the product. Okay, and and that product. Once again, ma phone attend பண்ணுங்க. Uh, Once again, this product will be meeting the market. Okay, and this is the market. The market. In this market, you're going to sell the product. when you sell that product, initially you try for a sample of 100 product, you sell it, then you'll go for venture capital. Venture capital is that there are venture capital agencies, websites are there, and you can present your product, and that is how the entire structure. That is what the reason, you are being asked to do this. In this part, what teacher is going to get? Very important question. The what is that I am going to get? Because without any monetary benefit, nobody does this job. Okay, nobody does this job. Of course, what a teacher will get. Because teacher is a faculty is a very fruitful resource. Fruitful resource, but still the resource is not being used properly. Okay, is that people has to get alumni contact, alumni, because alumni has idea. Okay, and see, I'll just make it faculty. Faculty, faculty faculty have a lot of contact with alumni. Faculty is having contact with the students, and faculty is connected with the college infrastructure. College infrastructure. Now, the faculty will behave as a third party management. Third party. It's called third party management. The simple thing, a third party management. What do you mean by third party management? How many people are aware that there are a lot of third party management? Even TCS Wipro is having third party management. If you go and see Wipro, Wipro, Wipro will not have screens, LCD screens. When they design their laptop, when they want to sell their, what I can say, when they want to sell their desktop, the screens will be from Samsung. Samsung. Okay, Samsung. Only the name will be there. But what Wipro will be there? Wipro will have the board, major board. See, not everything can be done. Not everything can be done. Okay, not everything can be done. Not everything can be done. So this is how they make it. They share the resources. Okay, they share the resources. That is very important, and that is what you're also trying to do. That is what AICT is trying to do the same thing with through the faculty, because students will get a job. See, the thing is, the thing is, see, the thing is, okay, the faculty, as I said, faculty relation with alumni. Okay, faculty, faculty having the relation with the student, current student, and you have infrastructure with the student, current student, and you have infrastructure. You are going to be a body to connect all those things. How alumni will have ideas sometimes. Okay, student will have ideas sometimes. Okay, and then your college can give investment. Actually, the college has to show some investment, but I don't know how many colleges trying to do that. If not so, there are some schemes from government agencies. Government agencies, you can try with the government agencies, because what happen, the student will have more practical exposure, and the alumni can able to interact if they idea. If the ideas from the student, alumni can help. This how, and that is what the reason in every colleges, you are being asked by AICT to conduct alumni, and every time, every time, every time alumni meet has to be conducted mandatory, but what we are trying to do that, many colleges, just for the namesake we do it. That is a problem. And of course, in government colleges, being an alumni and being a placement officer is a very good, very good chance. People who are really interested in these type of activities will go there, because they feel that the contact is very important. But our self-financing mode of relation is different. Self-financing mode of uh, connectivity with the student and the behavior. There is a terminology called um, behavior, students' behavior and relations. They call they call in management it is called what I can say consumer behavior. They call in management it is called what I can say consumer behavior, customer behavior, and the student behavior, and all those things. See, if you have a very good relationship, the relationship is that it's not like that. You have to teach the student through technical. That is what the relation. The relation, what is the relation? What I try to say here is that not that no, you are giving your intel marks or something like that. No, it's not like that. Okay, you have to teach the student in a technical way. For example, if a student is trying to do some project, you have to show him the correct place. That is very important. You just go to this particular person, or you go, this is a scientist who is there. I have a good relation, and in that way, if you want to send that particular person, you should have a good relation with him for past 3 years. That relation will reflect how he behaves when you give some introduction, because you strengthen your relationship, and that is very important. And I think I can show a small example. Of course, I don't know about other department in Anna University. Though I did my ME and PhD in Anna University, the last day when there is a very big, what I can say, a send off or something like that, they used to say, of course, it's not a send off. The course completion day. We never say that is a send off. Only self financing colleges, they have some terminology, but still there we don't have close completion day. They called us course completion day. And when there is a course completion day, I think I have to be supposed to be very proud to say that I am in the department from Institute of Remote Sensing, where it's a government agencies. Of course, it is not belonging to Anna University, though it is there in the campus. It was being supported by Tamil Nadu government, because they do some what I can say analysis and idea plans from that department. And there they have a lot of projects, and it's a very big even the fund which is generated from instead of remote sensing can able to feed all the faculty members in the NNC. In that way, they have very good projects, very good infrastructure, and many doesn't know that. But of course, and all people will have more projects. Consultancies, lot of consultancies will be there. This is how the base of the NNST Institute of Remote Sensing. And of course, I don't see any other department, and I may not be aware also, but still, I went to some departments like ocean technology, and then I went to some water technology areas, and then not in civil engineering. Of course, electronics, I don't find any companies, because I went to electronic department also, but I don't see in computer science also. And I don't know about mechanical. I think mechanical they do in noise and vibration. One department is the noise and vibration. They do some consultancy projects. But these people, they work on image processing, purely image processing. And when I come out from this college, the last day, how we are being sent out in a simple statement. Whenever you feel that you don't have any job, okay, even if you are at the age of 50 or 60 or 70, even 80, don't worry. Okay, even if you are at the age of 50 or 60 or 70, even 80, don't worry. Our doors are open by 24 by 7. Okay, and you can come as a consultant here. This is what the state. Till today, I can see that many people, after completing PhD, they join there, they do the research, then they are in top positions in IIT and all those things. But still, see, the relation is being maintained, and because of that relation, I can take a resume, and I can go there. I can ask a job for one of my alumni also. That is how the things are happening. Now, if my colleague, or my one of my colleague who didn't, in an honesty main campus, not in self-financing college, main campus, and that too in that department, if you go and ask for a job, and they'll say that immediately you will be appointed, immediately, because you are from it. That is how they maintain the relationship with the students. I have not seen this in other departments. And what is that happens, I have seen some teachers after retirement. Now I have seen some teachers. They are retiring. When I go and ask them where you'll go and work, I have an offer from my student who is running a company, and I'll go for 2 days as a respect. This is how they maintain the relationship. but the self-financing, people may think that it is not possible. It is not a relation. Okay. The and they may put all sort of what I can say what I can say that people are not that much of good because this is not my idea. I'm not blaming you. The feedback which I got from the faculty members, that is what I am repeating here. Not that my views have been said here. And I asked them why you don't have a good relation with the student. They say that nowadays students are bad. They are not up to the level, and all the. I think that but still, I don't feel that that is not the thing. But still, I have my own experience. I'll just share my own experience. No, I think I had this problem because this is an entrepreneurship and startup. Everything has to be said with only case study and experience. So that is what I am asking. That is what I am saying here. Because startup and entrepreneurship, because management cannot be taught; it should be learned. That is what when you go for management studies, they'll have a lot of case studies and surveys. See, that survey has to be taught in the classroom. That doesn't need any qualification. If you go to IIM, you know, you know that I don't know how many people have heard this in IIM. Um, Lalu Prasad Yadav was been giving a presentation because he did in railways in a very good way. Of course, he's under the a lot of problem in the political, but the logic which he implemented in railways made the railways to go ahead in an income in a profitable way. In similar way, I can give examples in Mumbai for logistic management. Dabawalas are Dabawala. In Mumbai there is a people who know they supply the um, materials. Dabawala, and they say that they supply the food to the people, employees. How do they exchange without failure? Their own packets will be transferred. I don't know how many people are aware. And those Dabawala people are till today giving a lecture in IIM, and they explain them what is the real scenario. This is what happens in all the management institutions, because entrepreneurship and these things has to be done in this way. And I had an experience, a beautiful experience in NIT Trichy, when I went for one professor, I don't still remember the name, a senior professor, when I was discussing, because initially they are the people, they did the startup. I think I'm just talking about 20 years before. I went there and I have seen how to do this and all those things. I learned from them, and how they expect, what is the relation, and they maintain till today I have the relation with those professors. And that is how the relation has to be maintained. When you want to go out with the startup and entrepreneurship, the relation with the student is very important. And now I am going to talk about very important thing is that how come it is possible in self-financing college. I never want to say the name of the college. I never want to say the name of the college, but I did an experiment. I did many experiments. Of course, I never want to reveal that, but still, people say that we cannot do with the students. I think I was working in a college. I never want to say that name of the college, and I was being given as a project coordinator. Okay, I was given as a project coordinator, and I think I was the project coordinator for PG students, and I think if I remember, still 19 people or 18 people were there. I never want to because they are the people now, they come to college regularly, and they have 6 months of project duration, and I think third semester they have less number of papers. I think you can remember, yeah, even our postgraduate. Um Postgraduate, third semester will have one or two papers, I supposed to believe. And because my when I was doing my ME, it was only 1.5 years, I supposed to believe. Then after that only it has become 2 years. No, in that case, people in third semester after taking two class, they'll be just roaming here and there. And I made 18 people and I called them, please, you just come here, you don't waste your time, and I'll teach you how to write the program. I said that I'll teach you how to write a program. And I said, some students, what is that I'm going to do with learning this program? And I said, you can save your money. You can save your money instead of going outside doing a project and giving the money to the others. And that project will be multiple topic, and they won't teach you. And if you are interested, you can join with me. I supposed to believe in 18, only 14 was turned up, 4 was not turned up. And among 14, I think hardly 7 was believing me. 7 was just, anyway, I'm just going to be here and attendance is going to be given. Instead of keeping my laptop in the college and opening and seeing the film, why cannot do this? And like that, 7 people are there. This is how the real scenario. Still, I remember. And now, among the 18, I think 7 was very much believable with my statement. I think I'm sharing my own experience. It's not that hooked up stories. And what I did, among 7 started the work. What is the work? I asked them to bring the laptop. You just write a program. I made one people to sit in the program. One was doing something with MATLAB. One was doing with electrical energy auditing, and like this, one was doing something with the nanomaterials. Okay, by that time itself, I think I'm just talking about in the year of 2013, 14. I supposed to believe. I don't remember. I supposed to believe 2011. I think so. I think so. 2011 or 12. I don't remember. 11 or 12 or 13. Somewhere else. Now thereafter I stopped working and to learn each one software. Then and they were very happy because some people they are going to save their money. Then I said very clearly, I am there at back of you. If you are not able to complete your project by your own within 1.5 months, then you can go and buy the project outside. That is how I have given the commitment. Within 1 month, they got confident because the reviews are going. They were able to write their own program. They were able to find results, and I was sitting with them whenever there is a no result. That is a very important thing. I never ordered them. I was one among them. Okay, and one among them, I was sitting with them. Whenever I have class, I go to class. I ask them to sit in a classroom. There, they will bring their laptop and net, and they'll be doing it. And I think this was the scenario happening. Then after 7 days, I think after phase one project. Okay, after phase one project, phase one project they completed, and I got a very good contact from that phase one project also because the people who came for evaluation, I think now that professor is now working in a very big college running is controlling 2 3 engineering colleges in Andhra Pradesh, and I got a very good contact when she came and see the project, student project, and they were beautifully presenting because they defended, they did it. Okay, they did it, they worked it, and she identified that, and by that way I got a very good contact. See how contacts is playing a game. Okay, now what happens, when these things are happening immediately when the second phase was there, and I said, now students, try to be very genuine. Students who are doing the out projects, they are going outside. Okay, and anyway, they are not going to learn, but still there will be some people who needs to learn the project when you teach. And you go to each classroom, you convey yourself how you did the project, and if you can able to take some projects, you can take, but the charging should be done very less than the outer side. That is my commitment I have given to the students. And immediately they went and they showed their project what they had done, and students, B students, they were attracted by their presentation, and they communicated because why I want to go here and there in my college itself. Somebody is going to teach me, and I said, don't try to get the money initially. You teach them, you show your talent, then you try to get it. This is how I think I supposed to believe. I think it was 240. I think the strength. All were doing the project with the students, with the PG students. Okay. And they paid the money to the PG students, and they were happily giving the money. No, it was very very big, and they were happily giving the money. No, it was very very big thing happened. No, it was a very big idea, and all were enjoying because at that 6 month PG will not have any job. They have to be in the campus and simplicity and doing all sort of nonsense. They just come with the laptop with the film. They all turn to do their what I can say own entrepreneurship, own startup. I think I don't know how to define it, but still the relation. I'm trying to say about the relation. Now all now 14 was there. When they saw this, the remaining four also jumped into the field, and they too started to work with those people. And there was an excellent relationship with the student till today. And the person who was there in the 18 batch, I think 50% are now entrepreneurs. I'll just share you the company name. If you want, you can even check it out. See now, I'll just show the company, then you will understand. One among the student, because many people are there, and now from that PG student, it has become a company of more than 10 million rupees transaction has been done by these fellows. He is my student. I am very proud to say this, because he has become a consultant. He has got a experience. I think you can see this, you know, it's in Ayapandangal. It is in Ayapandangal. And I don't think so. He has given the details number. I'll just check because I never see this fellow's website. But still, yeah, you can see this. He is my student. He is the managing director, and I think he is doing PhD with me right now. Okay, he is my student. Currently, he's also, that is what I'm revealing the name and site, because among the 18, four were got government job, I suppose to believe, and license LIC, and the other were in bank officials. They are helping themselves for finance, and that is how this company has been started. It is near in Ayapandangal. See, why I am saying this case study is that it's that not that to say that I am doing like this. It's not that he did like this. See, the relation how we maintain is very important. The relation how we maintain is very important. See, that will fetch you a what I can say, a contact. See, now I can even say that I'm very much proud to say that one of my faculty, I think now there's a very big crisis. One of my faculty who was not having a very good salary, you know, when I asked him, sir, can you help me? He's a faculty. Can you help him? And immediately he has given an opportunity for that particular person. I think now he is also working in his company. See how the relations are there. See, because when I say something, people will have some sort of hesitation. How this is possible? Just like that, a forum, a mic has been given, and this fellow is just talking. How come these things are possible? That myth can be broken. That is how I am giving here. See, when I talk about this, this particular person, when I taught him, I want to be very proud. My GST, my GST, company GST, and all my documents, all my what I can say, other activities, government activities, for example, any legal suit, because we have some legal suits also when you do some customs, when you import something, I have some legal issues. Normally it will come when you do this business. That's not a very big thing, but still, when you do one or two cases, when you face legal issues, because when you do something new, there will be some issues, and you should have some bold enough to face it. When I have these problem, now he is helping me, and he is helping me because he says, if you have this type of case, and this is how you have to proceed, and the prosecution should be done in this way, the filing has to be in this way, etc., etc. Because there is a very big issue when you import something from abroad. There will be some custom issues, and we have to face some issues, legal problem. I don't know how to explain, but still it is there. But it's not a very big thing, but we can do it. Now these things have changed, but still I have an habit of importing any product from all over the world, because I'm interested in research. I know that I'll be into the problem. When I touch some area, I'll have some problem. For example, what is that area? If I want to import some ICs from abroad, wireless, they won't allow, because I want to get the permission from WPC. Okay, that is Wireless Planning Commission of India. There is a form. I want to proceed with 6,000 rupees. Then I want to take this, and my GST has to be given, my PAN has to be given, my Aadhaar has to be given, and then I have to give legal authorization. A lot of documents are there, and all documents he takes us. Okay, and he's running a lot of projects in Kanjipuram, and then he done many consulting jobs. And of course, he is doing this PhD only because to maintain a relation with other countries. Because you can take projects from other countries because he's doing some product for Saudi Arabia and all those things. So you see how the relation is being maintained. I don't know how many people are really having a feel on this, but still. And he is the person who helps me when I have a problem in GST. There will be a lot of problem in GST, lot of problem. He makes me to solve it. And when I have a problem in what I can say, your import export, he solves me. I keep myself enjoying because I take many classes. I don't have time. When I just give the password and email ID, user ID and email ID, and he'll just take care. Sir, I'll do it, and he'll take time. I'll do it. This is how the relations are there. But still, I have more relationship. I believe on relationship than materially because people has to be a non-materialistic approach. And what I did, I was not doing it for the management, or I'm not doing that to get the name from the management or something like that. And if I say that name of the college, you people will be really have a very big shock. I never want to say the name of the college where I worked. And what was that, how this was happened, right now I am associated with I wantedly taken a break of 1 year, and I went to that new college, because I want to check my capability. See, because if you are working in a college for 10 years, you can do any miracles because everybody knows you and you don't have any opposition, and then people know things will be very easy. Probably you may get 50% hurdle, but still I had a very big experience. Want to check my level of approach. What I did, I wantedly resigned from the institution. 1 year I went to that 1 year. It's a very worst college in the Chennai region. I tried my all testing there, and it was very fruitful when I did it. It's not that because of Shankar. It is because of how we work with the students, the way we approach, how we get benefits. You see how many benefits I'm getting from this relationship. See, these how the things are happening. I think I can stop here by giving a very beautiful example in today morning, and I supposed to believe that the relation is very important, and that relation should not be in a form of what I can say with some Nelson that something. I think you can take dictionary and you can understand what you mean Nelson. I don't know how to explain this. That should not be there because that's all terminology given in management studies. So the relation is very important. Okay, you can succeed with the student. That much power we have, but still, how to make it is depends upon your own environment and situation. But still, you can work out because I had studied it. So now I think you got a how relation is maintained. What is the importance of this and all those things. Now I jump on to the next thing. What are the facilities are given for the startup? How to make yourself startup ready? See, when you have an idea, when you have a product, when you have a product, and then you have things, how to go ahead. Now, first you want to go for MSME registration. It's a very important thing. Okay, now when you talk about MSME registration, it's called Udaya registration online. Now it has been changed. Previously it was MSME registration. It is called Udayam registration, zero cost, free processing. This is how you have to register yourself. Okay, you have to create a login ID. You can register it here for phase one. It's a very simple thing. Okay, and it is what I can say. It's a very beautiful. Uh, uh, and it's a very beautiful thing. You can just log in and you can see here. This will give a number. That is very important. Okay, this will give a number, and that is the entrepreneurship and MSME. That's a very important thing. Udayam registration. See, you should register only on a government portal, not the third party. These are the things, because a lot of people are cheating, and that is there. The other domains they give very clearly, and you don't have to take money. It's all free of cost. You have to make a number. You'll get a number. Of course, I'll try to show you one number. I'll just share this video. I think I, I can share this video. No documents, no proof. So I think you can able to see this. What is that? No documentation is required and no fees is required. And this is how you have to do your registration if you want to start up. The very basic thing. And because when you do this, then only you can go for your other activities. What do you mean by that? Loans, training, and all those things. See, when you go to this particular site, you can see this entrepreneurship skill development program. See here, you can see how many people have developed to become an entrepreneur. If you want to become a startup, okay, and you can see this a very good website. And now instead of showing this website, sir, I myself know that why you want to show this something like that. If some people things like this. See now I'll give my own experience. Now once again, all my own experience has been shared. Now I decide to do something with. I'll just show you my screen. Now this is my own experience. See, I had an idea of 3D printing. Now I want to design a product. I want to design a product because I had an experience. I want to do something with 3D printing. 3D printing. Okay. I designed a product. I came to know that I want to do something with the 3D printing. I want to make a product. In that case, what I did, how can I do? Because I got a product, I found that it is cost to the customer. It is called CTC. Of course, you know that CTC comes in a different way. Cost to the customer. It means that if I design a product, what will be the price given to as a product? Now, if I design a product, now I'm just going to make. I'll just give it because I'll just make like this. I want to design a 3D based. What I can say, a product like cooling system, what I can say, cooling system. I thought to design that cooling system, fabricating of cooling system, because you have a hot pack, but for cooling, long time cooling, you don't have a device. When we decided to do this, we need a 3D printing because that is the way you can reduce the cost. Now, when I want to go for 3D printing, do you think that I can able to do it by investing a very big, huge investment? Then I found it from MSME. I went to MSME in Gindi. Of course, I have experience with the MSME Gindi. And there, one more unit is there, NIASC. I think a lot of units are there. In each department, a lot of expertises are there. How you have department like civil engineering, how you have department like mechanical engineering. There, they have a lot of departments. See, I went there. I asked them, I want to do like this. Immediately, they said, "You are ready." All government infrastructures are used in a different way. In a different way. No, how it is been used. If you go there, you can say because nobody is having a direct contact. Actually, teachers has to be having a contact. And that is how the things are happening, but teachers are not going there. Of course, I don't know why. Because awareness or something like that, I don't know, but I don't know what is the reason. Because if some people will go, some no people go, say, supposed to believe. Even myself, I attend many seminars in MSME whenever I get time. you know there are MSME product. Now, when I want to go there, I saw very big infrastructure there lying dead without using. Every time they buy the products. If you go there, okay, if at all you have an idea. For example, I went there, I got a 3D printing. I completed the 3D printing with no cost. You have to just apply a form and you can bring the material, you can insert it, you can do it, you can take the product. And if at all you want to have a continuous usage, they charge only minimum amount. This is how they do it. If you have a very good relationship, and that is very good thing. See, in MSME, if you want to become, for example, I make it in a simple way. Say, I am an engineer, and I don't know that how to go to develop a product. I don't have any startup or anything. You go to MSME, but getting into the MSME needs some patience, see, because they'll also look into the status. They will also look into your what I can say, your approach. All those things are there. Once again, the relation and contact plays a very important role, and that is what nowhere in any institutions apart from institutions you don't have alumni, and that is the reason alumni is there. Many people think that alumni is for NAC and NBA purpose, and that day all will come, they'll take the money and they'll enjoy. It's not like that. It's not a party. It is a very beautiful thing, but still I don't know how far it is used by others. But I see in government institutions they use this alumni in a different way, and only interested people. Once again, they are also not everybody. So when you go to MSME, for example, if I am a 10th standard student, think like this. Or if I'm an engineer, I'll just make it how they are doing it. When I send a 10th standard student, he doesn't know anything. I think he paid 3,000 or 4,000. There he was given a bakery training, to start a bakery training, and there in that machine they can practice. They have a very big bakery unit and oven, packing system. Everything is there. You can train yourself there itself. You can get the contact where to buy it. Where to buy it. That is very important. Where to buy it. So you work with the machine, you understand, then you buy it. And if you take a course there, they are making some loans also. That is also there. See, this is for the 10th standard. Now, when I go for an engineering person, how do they challenge it? How do they do it? You can get the problem from MSME also, because MSME, well, not only the people who are unemployed will go there, okay, unemployed, but also the people who really required, because required is that the problem, they need a problem to be solved, they are also will be there. See, when I was asking one MSME course, okay, one MSME course, I think now he's an head of the department in one college. I never want to reveal it. I sent him, you go to MSME, you can get a training. When he was asking, he said, what is there, what I'm going to do with MSME, what is that they are going to, we'll think it that way, because we are used to give more respect to the cosmetic value. That is there. When there is a big advertisement, everyone will be falling into that. And to identify that, that is a very big, what I can say, scam. You realize only after 10 years. By the time the fellow who has launched with the cosmetic will learn and he'll go out. This is how the market is there now. But after that is slowly changing. And now, when I send an engineering professor, I think he belongs to civil engineering. Of course, he went there because he wanted to do something in a part-time business to earn a good ample of money. And he was getting suggestion from the various department. He was given to make the soap soap manufacturing unit. And I also shocked. What is this? They are giving a civil engineer people how to make the soap. There they have given a problem, and they said very clearly in India, okay, there are a lot of soap companies, but location based, location based, and water quality based soaps are not there, because cleaning is a very big problem for everybody day to day life. Uh, when you use your vessels, when you use your dress, you have material, high quality material. You know, they say that they have given a beautiful problem is that soaps are available, but soaps are not available according to the water quality of that particular area. So, as a civil engineer, you know how to check the water quality. check the water quality of that part area. We'll give the formula according to that how you want to change so that the quality of the soap will be increased and you can sell it at low cost than the very big company. I think now he's working as an head of the department, and in a college I think seven uneducated and women are working for this process. I think it's in Koratur, I supposed to believe. And now he is having a very big franchise. So the patience is very important to do something. You know, when you want to become an entrepreneur, see how the government agencies, because our topic applications are there in government applications, and then very important thing is that matching your interest very important, and matching your interest is very important, and matching your thoughts and boldness to face this patience and all those things is very important when you want to have a startup like this. Of course, now he's having a very beautiful company. I think he has taken one apartment, I think in Koratur. Seven women are working who wants a decent job, from, and they start their work, I suppose to believe, completing their let's say homemaker jobs, and they come there after 11, 12, I think so. They go by 4 or 5, I think so. This is how the company is running. See, a very simple problem. So if you go to MSME, you can see a lot of people are coming, and it's not that after going there I don't get. The relation has to be maintained. That is very important because they'll run the course like that only. But when you go and contact them, and they'll give a lot of ideas. They'll say a lot of schemes. They'll give a lot of relationships with the bank and all those things. So this is how you can go and you can get the idea. First, you should have an interest. Very important thing. At least you should have an interest that I want to do something in a good way as an entrepreneur. And then entrepreneurship is like this. Initially, the stage will be what I can say. Initially, the stage will be initial staging of 2 to 3 years, 4 years. It will be having some stability problem. Once you stabilize, I think there will be some ups and downs. But at the same time, what are the two benefits is that you are totally free to do your job, not sticking to your one particular area. Okay, I don't know how many people were seeing this beautiful motivational picture about entrepreneurship. Okay, about the entrepreneurship. I think I'll draw this diagram. I think many would have seen this. When you are not having your entrepreneurship, it will be like this. I think you have seen this diagram. So this is your food. Okay, this will be your can or something like that, trap. I don't know how many people have seen this image. Okay, see, this is the food level. Initially, in any profession, if you are not in entrepreneurship, because now you will be like a person, okay, taking your food with very more satisfaction because the level of food is very high. But one period of time that will come down. Okay, when it's come down, you cannot go out. I think instead of this person, there will be a rat. An image will be there in WhatsApp. It's a motivational picture. You will have a rat. I think it will see. It will be like this, a bottle-like structure. Initially, this is the food. Okay, a rat will be sitting here. Once the food has come down, what happened? This rat will come to this particular area. Okay, and it will take the food. Whatever you have, you have to take it, and it cannot go out. Whatever the level of food is there, that is what you have to take it. And this is what happens in software companies also. Okay, initially there will be very high payment. At one point of time, they will be sent out, and after I think the retirement age is 50, I supposed to believe, and I think in the 40 you have to do everything. Initially it will be high, you will be enjoying. By the time when you are enjoying, you will be very much sophisticated life, thinking that it is sophisticated life, and you will be in the trap. You will be in the trap. You cannot change it. When you go there only you can understand. So that type of mentality you have to be there if you want to be a businessman, if you want to do some business. Imagination, sense of imagination should be there. It's not that I go there, I affect there, then I feel that by look outlook it cannot be estimated. Okay, that type of strong determination should be there, and a level of taking risk is also is there. And when you take that risk, say that is the very big relation I can give it. If you want to become an entrepreneur, the relation is like this. So I can give in a pictorial form: risk, okay, and then your growth. See, now when I see like this, when your risk is high, growth is high. When your risk taking is less, okay, less, growth will be also in the less. Okay, and this I can put it in a year, a span of years, risk and growth. Now this is for 10 years. Just assume that this is a 10 year. Okay, now this is for 10 years. After 10 years, after 10 years, the risk will be less, growth will be enormous. Your growth will be in a huge height. This is how the relation goes. But initial taking of risk is very important. Initial taking of risk is important when you want to go ahead with the startup, whatever it may be the startup. Okay, whether the startup in teaching, whether the startup in thing, but you have to have a increase. I can put it in the other way. A statement given in management studies is that, okay, earning of first 500 rupees is very tough, very difficult. Okay, it's very difficult. When you earn this 500, when you learn how to earn this 500 will work for you to earn money. It will work for earn money. This is how the relation I can give it out in my own experience. First, the earning of 500 is very tough, but once you earn that 500, and that 500 will work for you. Okay, that 500 will work for you. I can put it in a very simple equation. You know, I can put it in a very simple equation how this happens, how the money will work. See, if you have 1 lakh rupee, if you have 1 lakh rupee, see this is how you have to make it. If you have 1 lakh rupee, okay, now if you invest this in a land, okay, this 1 lakh will become, after 5 years, it may become 2 lakh or 3 lakh, whatever it may be. Now, the very big risk is here is that investing 1 lakh at right time of point, at right situation, okay, at right situation, and putting the money in an area is also very important. When you have 1 lakh investment and proper planning, where to invest with having a lot of knowledge, and that two things which you put there, after 5 years you're not going to do anything, and after 5 years you can see there is an enormous growth. This is how happening in many real estate people. Okay, they take risk. If you go to such company, one more example, VGN, VGN, a company called a very big builder. He never builds the company with his own money. Okay, he was a small company. I think I can show a lot of builders like this. These builders will have their intelligent investment only in land after 10 years, how the growth is there. Nothing like that. Then when they do this, you know, when they do this, when they want to build a building, by that time they'll have a call for by having only the photo. Everybody knows this because I'm taking a layman example. They'll show the photo of the building structure by spending 5 lakhs or 50,000 something based upon the building. By showing that they'll take the money from you, they'll start the work from you. That's how they do it. See here, what is the builder's investment is that investment with proper risk of money in a proper place. That is very important. and a continuous work. That is very important. Continuous work. See, this is an example how your money works for you. What I said, initially finding 5,500 is very tough, but one point of time that 5,000 will try to make a lot of money. If you go and see the businessman, okay, for example, I never want to name the companies. There are some companies, initially they will start with something, but they will come in a different platform because that money will not allow you to sit quiet. It will make you to run. It will make you to get the things. I can give a small multinational company. Wipro was a company which was started with Wipro Air Oil. Wipro, I think cosmetic product was their first product. I supposed to believe. I don't know how many people have heard about it. Since they got a very good income, that money doesn't sit in their pocket. They made to invest in other thing, and that was their software and other products. They are in many areas now. So initially, it was very hard for them to get that first product. Is that a gain for the product? Once you test it, automatically it will go many number of incomes, and that is how there. But still, those companies are also taking risk. They have a lot of loan. That is also is there. You have to think in that part also. Okay, that part also very important. Okay, they are also taking the risk. Okay, risk is there everywhere. But as a student has to be taught not to live in the comfort zone. That is a very big problem. If you are in comfort zone, okay, it will kill you. It will kill you. It will kill you mentally, okay, and it will kill your profession, and all those things happens. So when you want to become a entrepreneur, you want to very clear that your first thing is that you have to be you have to make yourself come out from the comfort zone, and that is very important. When I studied about the successful businessman, when I studied because before starting my, of course, I'm not running a very big business as my student runs, because I shown some examples. I can see a lot. I can show many examples like this. My students are doing a very beautiful business. Even without my knowledge, some people are doing a very good business. What is my knowledge? After hearing my speech, I think many people started a business. Yeah, sometimes they come, they'll give the card and they'll do that, because when I was taking, I have more interest in these type of management activities. I checked with 4 or 5 MBA students. I had a challenge with an MBA teacher. Why you are not doing like this? And immediately MBA teacher said, "How can I able to do this nowadays? Students are not. This is also one more experience. I have a lot of experience with the students." And I think 5 people, 2 girls, 3 boys came to my cabin when I was there in a college. When the college was running with an MBA branch, and I was teaching for 5 people how to do this registration, how to do this. I did a very small class, a 3 hours class. Then I forgot about it. That's it. And I think after 5 years or 6 years, I supposed to believe. I think so. The same person came to my cabin and he has given the card. Sir, now I'm doing export. I'm really happy to see that. And I think why he didn't inform me for these 5 years? No, sir. I made a challenge that when I come to a certain level where I am in a standard position, by that time I have to come, because I should not be a person with failure face. I should not meet you. When I get that confident, I want to meet you. And he came in. He came to me and he met. And I asked, what you are doing? Now I'm exporting some cashew nuts from I think some village, into Australia. And I went to Australia for 2 or 3 times. That what they were saying. I was very happy. See, as a teacher, I was very happy. Not as a teacher, as a person. I was able to meet that. It's not that I. It's not that I. It's only my experience. It's not to say to as a pride. It's to give an example, because taking an example from your own environment is very important, rather than saying that follow this follow. See, always this case study has to be done. Okay, when you talk about this, when you want to talk about this case study, when you want to case study, what I studied if you want to become an entrepreneur. Because I have gained something about entrepreneurship. I have said something, ideas and all in the previous classes. What should be there? The very first thing is that your mind and body should synchronize. What do you mean by mind and body synchronization? See, when you go to any businessman, very top businessmen who are very happy, they are leading the business, they get up early in the morning. Early in the morning. Okay? And they do their planning in the morning. Today's task will be planned. Next thing, they maintain their body. They do their exercise. You can see many businessmen, you can see if you go to early morning in the beach, you can see a lot of businessmen taking their walk by morning 4 o'clock. They start their activity by 4 o'clock. This is a very important thing. I don't have any theory to explain, but still, very beautiful businessmen get up by 4 o'clock. Okay, and it only start not for Indian businessmen. You can take the biography of many what I can say business people. They get up early. Even the people I think Warren Buffett, he also does the same thing. Okay, and I think one of his book I have studied it. And getting early and planning is very important. Body should be synchronized before doing any startup, because first you yourself has to plan and have a control. That is very important. If that misses, that by that time your body and mind is not coordinating. What do you mean mind and body coordination? If I want to get up by 4 o'clock, I should not believe on the clock. I should believe on your body, biological clock. You have biological clock. That clock will make you, because when your mind is having a strong determination that I want to get up in the early morning, you will get up. If you go by 10, 11, 12, because when you plan, you have to implement it in the business. That is very important. Okay, whether the whether the plan is execution or not, but keep on putting your plan is very important. When you talk about Nokia, I supposed to believe, I think I listened some management studies. Nokia was doing something with some napkin, I supposed to believe. Then only they enter into the what I can say, these type of activities. Your uh, cell phone. Why do you want to go for such level? Why do you want to take? Why you want to go for a such level? There is one college chairman located in Chennai. Okay, who is a diploma holder, and if you take his case studies, you can understand that how far he's doing. How far is doing. I never want to give this, because if you say something about college, you will identify which college. Of course, in Chennai, he does a very big job where 30-year, 20-year people are failed, and that particular people was able to do that. And this is how the things are happening. And a very important thing is that, okay, a very important thing is that teachers can do this if you have coordination. I think one college is like this. They have proved it, and because this is also a case study. A college in in Salem, I supposed to believe, Knowledge Institute. I don't know how many people knows about it. A Knowledge Institute is run by the college people. The people who resigned, for 30 or 40 people resigned from a very big institution in that particular area. They all invested money. They have taken the risk that we'll start a college. Now, it's a top filling college in Salem district. All HOD is the owner, and all teachers are the owner of the college. All are partners. So you can see how the relationship, contacts, makes them to become an entrepreneur, not a startup entrepreneur, because they do the same thing, not innovative ideas. Still, the college is having a very beautiful name. Now, I think they get their admissions filled, and all those things are happening. Even in this worst situations, and that is what is required. Your mind and body and a team. And the next thing is that the mind, body, and team is very important. See, to build up a strong team also is a very important thing. And that team is really will make a very big, beautiful things. And patience. The other thing is that after team has been formed, when you make this, when a student has to be taught about this, okay, then he has to be taught about the team spirit. And a very important thing is that your patience. Very important thing is that the patience. Patience. You may not know when that particular bus will come out, but keep on working is very important. Keep on working, keeping the plan, trying with the plan, posting the plan, executing the plan. Even till today, also many plans are failed in TCS and Tata companies. They design something with some idea, they fail it, they remodify it, they come with a new plan. So planning and approaching is very important. Okay, and of course this part is for individual. It's all interlinked. It's all interlinked. See, whether the planning is done or not, whether the planning is done or not, you know, but thinking about the target is very important. I can give a small example. I'll just give one small an example case study, and of course it is one more a beautiful example. You can check it out. How far your mind plays a very important role. Mind means the target. The main means I want to do this. A strong determination. When you have a strong determination, okay, you never need any money. You never need any sort of support. Only this strong determination will make you as a successful person. Okay. And I'll give one small example, which is a very small case study done by some people. I learned somewhere, I supposed to believe, because I read many things, like emotional intelligence, and then I read some management institutions. Because whenever I get free time, I enjoy by reading books. That's a very big habit, and I have a very big library in my home, and I used to see this entire books are there. And I used to study industrial spy, very interesting area, industrial spies, and case studies are there, and something like that. I used to go ahead, and that part I've studied one recent survey to explain about this strong determination. Now, I think everybody is from Tamil Nadu, I supposed to believe. Okay, I supposed to believe all are from Tamil Nadu. And what are the person, if I want to say, you will understand. You know that one particular actor is there. Particular actor. It's a case study, proven case study. And that particular actor, you know, my name called Power Star. I don't know how many people knows that Power Star. He's a comedian. Okay, Power Star. Okay, and he's been taken in a study for strong determination. Strong determination. Okay, a strong determination. For a strong determination. Okay, in that strong determination, what I'm trying to say that he always says him that he is the best actor. He always thinks himself that I'm the best actor. Then Kamala Hassan, then Rajinikanth. When you go and talk to him, and he'll say like that, I'm the best. I'm better than Kamala Hassan. I'm better than the leading actors. He used to keep saying only that word, not other than that. But when when it is a real scenario, when you go to the shooting, when you go for shooting spot, he cannot able to act in a single take. But at the same time, lot of people in the Kodambakam area, it's a Chennai cinefield area, you can see a lot of actors are dying for a chance. But this fellow, only with a strong determination, he goes there. Still is living there. Still is in the market. See, you understand the value of the strong determination if you want to do the business. I'll do the business, I'll be there in the business, I'll be doing something, and that strong determination needs when you want to go for a entrepreneurship. And especially this entrepreneurship, I feel that only people in self-financing college can able to do. Why? Because the people who faces lot of failures, they have a lot of arrears, they are the people suit for this. Because everywhere they fail, they come up. Everywhere they fail, they come up. Okay, that is what the thing. Even even you can also compare. You can see your college students or some school students. When you are studying, you'll be very last fellow at the bench. Now he'll be having a very good life, lifestyle, but you are the best, but still you will be always having a problem because he would have faced a lot of problems in his career. Now he has came to that position. And you may also say some fellow, when I was studying, he was the worst person, he failed in 10th, but he's having a very big business. See, it's not the business. He has taken more risk. He had a very strong determination. What is the strong determination? He doesn't have any way. Only I want to do the business. But since we are educated, we take alternate solutions. That is a one more drawback. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you should have only the one way, okay, and not the other way. And if you want to be an entrepreneur, a strong determination is there, and that is very important. Both two things are working out in a parallel way. And as I said, body and mind, and then your determination, and then and that will make you very big successful for your entrepreneurship and a startup. And these things, of course, what I'm teaching now, you can take as an example, and you can put it in the classroom. Of course, initially you will get some opposition. It's there. If at all, if you feel that there is an opposition, we could have not taken this profession. As a teacher, we know that all will not praise you at the back. They'll have even a worst diagram about you in the walls whenever they get a chance. In some colleges, I've seen it. That is their way of expressing their stress because they are brought up is like that. It is not because of the teaching. They are not able to manage their stress. They exhibit that stress in that way. Okay. It's not because of us. It's their problem. It's not our problem. We should not feel for that. You know, and that is very important. You cannot get all 100% reflection from all. And we know that. By knowing that only we came. Maybe some would have came because teaching is a 9 to 4 job. That is also there. But the trend what now prevailing is that 9 to 4 is not a job for the teachers. This is the current scenario. It's the current scenario. Okay, and that is what the problem. The basic problem for the stress is that for a teachers are saying that they have stress. They have stress, right? Because they come to this profession because 9 to 4 job. Now that has been changed. Not only for this. If you get a shop, I'll just give a small explanation. If you go to any shops, recharge shops, how many people have seen this? Previously, the shop will be opened only by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. These were the usual time. But now the shops are kept open from morning 6 o'clock to night 10:30, 11 because they understand that the people who go to the job by 9 they need something. They will come only in the early morning. They give a strong message to the people around their environment stating that we open the shop by 6:30. They'll open the shop by 6:30. Do you think that do you have refrigerator all will fill in that? No, it's not like that. There are people. They keep on targeting the customer, and whenever you cross that particular shop, you have a feel. Oh, this fellow is get up early in the morning. You cannot see the shutters are closed. Even the people who does the shop business, their own entrepreneurship. They used to get up by 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or something like that. They'll open by 8 and 9. They'll come sometimes late. But now the trend is changed. Previously, when I was there, in some shops, I used to see that they start by 9 or 10, and if you go for mall, they start by 9 or 10. I'm just talking about very, very small shops. And that particular shop will be closed by 9:30. Now the malls are open up to 11 o'clock. See, their extended time has been gone for all the areas. If you start from a low level business, same thing happens to that also. If you go to any company, if you go to any company job, you you have to work for more than 8 hours. It has become a mandatory. Of course, it has become a mandatory. Because of competition. Wherever you go, even you can see this pricing also has come down. Previously, there was a very big, huge margin. Nowadays, people came to know that if you go to some shops, I get very less amount. No, that is how business is going on. So everybody is having the pressure, but still, teachers feel the pressure because initially you came out. That is the base reason. The problem's root cause is that we come out with that idea that 9 to 4. That is what the reason I take this profession. Now it has been changed, and it will be very worst even after few years. And at the same time, your salary will also be revised. And that point of stage, it will also will come. And I feel that I can also understand as a teacher, what you have to do, that you have to make your time management and mind and management very clear. And that is the reason. And we all have very big stress. And if you have this type of problem, and you cannot do. Why I'm taking this example? When you take sessions to your students, you have to be very clear that your time management and mind management is very important. You have to work for a lengthy hours. But what is the difference if you work for a lengthy hours? The lengthy hours you work for yourself, but the lengthy hour you work for some other benefit. That is a very big change when you become an entrepreneur. When you understand that you run, there is a word called in cloud computing, pay as you go. Similarly, if you are an entrepreneur, you are being paid as you go in risk. In same way, if you go to your other employer, you will be running in such a fashion that you will be paid for less amount of risk, and then you live in a comfort zone. That is how the differentiation I can give it here at this point. I think I supposed to believe this is my last session for this entrepreneurship. And of course, I was very clear. I still remember what I taught in the first session, second session, and third session. And I believe that people who are there here and now, they are continuously attending this session. They should not feel bored. So I have given my own case studies, which has not been discussed earlier, because I think it's the last class for my schedule, and I want to share my own experience. So nothing is required. I don't need to learn any program. I should have a strong determination. I should have a strong determination. See, that is very important. You have to convey this message to the students when you take the class. Okay, but that is what the reason I'm giving. That is the statistics prevailing, and a strong relation between a teacher and a student is a very important thing. That only makes you to get into the entrepreneurship. And I think I have covered my entire thing. Is that I started with registration schemes, then I started with entrepreneurship, the other aspects beyond the problem, what the other parameters you have to make yourself strong. It means that your strong determination and relations and all those things. And then how to convey this message to your students, because these seminars are been conducted on the thought by AICT is that it's not that to get a certificate, it is only to convey this information to the class. And many people says that COVID is a very big drawback for the teachers. I don't see that. I feel enjoying this COVID, because I see some people 4 years before who are not able to write any code, they are writing the code. I can see this pressure has been developed among the teachers. They do their code. I was surprised to see a person at the age of 55. I think she's able to run a code in Colab. And I asked, how, professor, you are not in this way before COVID? Because of this COVID, I got a chance, I learned. When I'm free, I did it. This is how she said. And now I have pressure that I want to do some things for the college, and then I want to show myself. I want to be visible in the management. Visibility is very important. So that I am working hard, I have learned, and I have learned something from her. And I was very happy, after 40, 50. So this is a chance. Since she got the chance, she developed. Now you get a chance to understand. You can also convey this to your children's, or you can also convey to your classroom that what you have experienced. Okay. Till today, the contact is very important. I'll just give one more live example which recently I faced. And we in NST, we have a very big what I can say, students, alumni of IRS, Institute of Remote Sensing. I have a very big contact. We have an attitude that whoever comes, if they are from abroad or if they are from any of the yearly ones, we will go and meet our faculty members. This was our routine job. No, they give a lot of informations. They give a lot of informations. Till 31st, I used to go to the last day of my year. I go to my teachers and I used to sit with them, and I used to talk with them, and they get a lot of informations. I really enjoy, because their experience of 10 years or 50 years has been given in 10 minutes. And I was just going when I was asking, discussing. He has given a lot of ideas. He says that this fellow is doing like this, that fellow is doing like this, and he said this is the problem. See, I get a lot of information. That type of interaction should be there, and not that how much children we have, how much children you have, how much wealth you have, how much wealth I have. Just like that, we'll discuss about this particular alumni has started this particular business, and he's asking for this type of recruitment. I think there is a vacancy for this. You can refer some people. This is how we discuss technically, and we also discuss about the problems. See, now the country is like this. If you do this type of entrepreneurship, I think you can supposed to do a very good income. In this way, you do it, and this is how we have a strong relationship. Because when I say something about strong relationship, is not that I'm saying hi bye, sending a message in a WhatsApp stating that good new year or something like that. I think you can able to get it. What do you mean by relations? Technical relationship. Because we are a teacher of a technical institution, our relation should also be in a technical way. And they are also requesting me, hey, I have a student, can you able to give an internship? That is how we did it. That is how we did it. And that is how we are able to do this type of things. They don't have any sort of what I can say, a very big gap. I can say that when I was talking with one of my professor, and she asked me, who is not related to me also, and she asked me what you are doing, Shankar, and I said I am doing something about patent writing, academic writing, and then I do some sort of abroad online classes. Immediately, she has given a very big contact, and he asked me, "You come and teach me for 2 days." I went there in Anna City, and she was sitting with me along with the PG students, and students were also really shocked. And I asked, Madam, you are sitting. No, 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 Shankar, I want to see how you are taking class. I have taught some classes to you. I want to see how you are taking class. Not that I'm going to check you. And after completing the class, he said, "No, you did better than me. I'm very happy." This was their final statement. We are engaged in certain activities, and we are not focused. Now you are given one area to think in this angle also. So really, we'll try to follow. And we did lot of seminars in the COVID by combining with Anandesity, and we did some Australian professors tied up, and Poland, and we did a very big job when combined with the institution. In that way, if that is the case, the relation is very important. And now that relation is help me like anything, but I cannot able to share this dais, because in this floor, because certain things I need to have some restrictions. I think you understand what is the power of the startup, what is the teacher's role of the startup, how you can also benefit from the startup, and how far your resources are lying below your legs. How to make and mold is very important. I think I can end my session here. If there is any queries, I can make 15 minutes to 20 minutes as a chance to discuss. And every time I give this time, and sometimes I found many people are asking questions. I think some people who are here are regular attendees, I supposed to believe, and because I am getting the feedback link from the people, and I think I can open the session for the query. Any queries are there? You can put it in the chat box. I think. Thanks for inspiring motivational presentation. Can you close your notification? Can you close your notification? Sir, can you close your notification? What do you mean by notification? I don't know. Professor, anything is there? I think. Sorry, I don't understand. I didn't see. Just now I'm seeing Professor Dr. Naram. Uh, okay, thank you. Anybody is there to give your feedback? How was the class? You can unmute yourself, because it is going to be an encouraging part for transferring the knowledge. It's not like that we cannot see the full screen, sir. No, I have stopped it. I have stopped the screen. I have stopped my presentation. I supposed to believe. Australian patent, Indian patent. Oh, you want to know about the Australian patent? Australian patent, and which is better? Can you explain? See, actually, Australian patent is a very big scam happening in the teaching community, because your your management or the NAC is expecting something with Australian patent. If a person comes, okay, if a person comes, okay, if a person comes with Australian patent, you doesn't see that any legal agreement. Actually, I think there is a form to be filled before going for uh, abroad patent filing. I don't know whether that things are happening or not, but still you are not allowed. That is a very big legal process. Because I feel that somebody, because it is an online, everybody file it and they do it, but it is not the correct way I supposed to believe. I think the very best is that Indian pattern is best, and of course, if that pattern is going to get you something, an income, that is very important. Many people are not aware that if you file a patent, after getting a patent, you have to pay money for that patent to be in live state. I think 2000 something they are asking from the government every year. But many faculties are publishing the patent only for publishing the website. If you publish a paper until your examination, I'm paying a lot of money for this patent. Till today, I'm paying. I do patent for others because once I complete an examination, once I go for lawyer, you know, I have to invest a lot of money. But people are not doing that. Even I have enquired with a very big reputed institution who says that we are the premier institution, top 20, top 5 or something like that. I had discussion, how do you do this pattern? How much pattern? They are only publishing their pattern. It's only their abstract. They have not got the pattern. Very few have got the pattern. After getting that pattern, you have to pay that pattern, pay for that pattern. It's just like keeping like an elephant. Okay, you want to keep buying an elephant will be a cheap, but maintaining the elephant is a very big thing. Similar way, you can take a number of pattern until you go for examination. But after that, if the pattern has to be in live mode, you have to pay some amount for the government every year. And of course, then what is the purpose of the pattern? Is that if you can able to sell the pattern, if your idea is like this and you can sell the pattern, it is okay. Okay, it is okay. That is very important. That is very very important. Okay, and or otherwise, I think just for saying that I have pattern, you can put it. If your pattern and idea can be saleable, transferable, demand is there, by the time you can do it. Can you tell about funding opportunities for pattern product to bring into the market? See, there are third-party research organization, and that organization, I think, I'll just show you that video. I think I didn't show this. I'll just show you. If you put like this, you can get it. Venture capital shows. Okay, there are lot of shows, and venture capital shows are there. How you have dance programs. Similar way, there are some programs are there for venture capitals. I think Investopedia is a one more show capital. So that is the venture capital, and they give the funding. Okay, and you can see this is the venture capital show programs. I'll show you one program so that you can able to get it. Of course, I think Naptal is also trying to do this. Media Go News Suggest. அது என்னடா அது யூடியூப் சேனல் கணேஷ் வெஞ்சர் கேபிட்டல் ஷார்க்கா ஆ ஷார்க் டேங்கா this is the one more shows. I think these shows are happening in India also. You can go to. Yeah, I don't know how many people are looking for this. I'll just show some video. You can Shark Tank. So this is the show for revolutionizing the business. You can you can see a lot of investors. See, like this, you have some programs for funding. But of course, in India, I don't know how many people are conducting these type of shows. Okay, but still, we can do this by going for MSME. Okay, MSME is conducting shows yearly once, and if you go to trade centers, you can see these type of shows are happening. There, venture marketing people, venture people will be getting to that area. You have to you have to want to book a stall. Okay, I think it's costs around 25,000 to 50,000 based upon your size, and you have to make a stall, and where a lot of company people will come, and that time you can get a lot of funding. This is one way of funding, one way of getting your funding. Okay, I think I have given an idea. You have to keep always your trade center programs in your hand. Now I don't see the trade center is working. Trade center programs will be displayed. Chennai Trade Center, you can see this. A lot of trade center. It is a platform, of course. No, what I can say, what I can say, no. I don't think so. These type of videos are coming out, but still, you can make like this. You can see these events. See all the events. Many top people will look into these events. This is the place where you can see many. Of course, because of COVID, it's not there. You can see all the events. When we are before COVID, I used to see a lot of events happening here, and you can see the latest announcements. You can see this. I think I am going somewhere now. You can see these events. You want to look into these events. This is called trade promotion. We have a trade promotion organization. Below this, these people are working. And like this, a lot of, I think, a lot of trade centers there in Coimbatore, Posidia, or something like that. I don't remember, but still, I'm very close to Chennai. I used to see this. Okay, see, you can see business to business operations, and you can see these operations happening. A lot of things will be happening here. Exhibitions, you have to go for exhibitions. You can see this. Okay, this is a very basic thing. You can go and you can see and you can exhibit your product. This is how you have to do it. And if it is a defense, if it is media,
Sir,
that
your screen is not visible, sir.
screen is not visible. Thank God you have informed me. I think now you can able to see. See, this is the YouTube video of venture capital. How you have dance program. Similar way they have the presentation before the venture people. Because we were not able to see this. It is called Shark Tank, a program. Everybody sees that America talent, never sees about Shark Tank. Shark Tank is a place where you exhibit the product. It's an American style of generating the fund. When you want to do some product, you can go and submit your product to first product in similar way. Naptol TVs, Naptol TVs are there. Naptol TV online shopping videos are there. Online TV, Naptol TVs that you can go, you can give the product to them, and by seeing that first product, a lot of venture capital will come out. This is one more way for funding for a patent. You have to finish your, not by showing the patent you can get it. And already it is there in the website. If your patent is much good, many people will call you. If that is not the case, sometimes you have to make visible to the others. You have to make through your pattern a first product, put in the product in your Naptol videos. You just give us startup, because they will do it, because you cannot go and market, you cannot invest more money, you can just give few money, and you can see a lot of products are coming in Naptol. Like this, a lot of shopping TVs are there, and you can give the product, and then the person who sees that product, they'll try to take over the startup company. This is how it goes. And this is one way of making your patent into product into visibility. Okay. then you get your venture capital, because making one product doesn't need more money. Because I said, when I was having a problem in 3D printing, I went there, I got it, I made it, and then and then if you showcase this product to this people, the venture capital people will come, they will try to take you, they'll take you the startup companies. People in America, they do a lot of startups and they sell the startups, because pattern is different. Because the pattern, when you bring it to the one level, you may not success also. But venture capital is different, one level better than the patent. Is that you register your idea, you make a product from your patent, then you showcase, many people will buy your company. It will be 1,009 than your investment. You can see a lot of startups for sale, and I don't know how many people are aware about the startups for sale. Startup for sale in India. There are people that they never want to take a very big risk. See, you can see this startup for sales. A lot of startups are face sales. Many teachers, they do the startup then they sell the company. I think this happened in IIT Madras. I've seen in IIT Madras. Okay, you can see these startups. See, you can see these business deals. Of course, it is not there. Of course, I'll go for one side. This is called startup for sales. See, a lot of companies are there. You can see how many startups are there for the sale. It is also a business for sale. Reputed internal fit out business based in Auckland and Avoid. You can see these startup companies are selling. See, you do with student a startup, you business, you develop. You can see venture capitals. You can see the lot of investors, individual investors. All things comes only when your product is good. That is very important. Your idea is good. Okay, and you can make it as a franchise for funding. You can make it as a franchise for sell the total company. In India there is a company called franchise, I supposed to believe. In that franchise also you can make your own product, you can sell it without any office, without any table chair. Your idea is only sold. That is how the next level of doing. But still, what I'm saying, as a teacher, you should have a strong relation with the students, bring out a product, because all resources are available, and you have to put your time. But that is very big for teachers, I suppose, to believe in right situation, because we think that 9 to 4 is our timing. If I ask for extend by 4 or 5, we get irritated. Beyond that, you break it, you come out, you can be a successful man. Of course, in IIT, you can see this. In IIT, I've seen many professors having a lot of startups, they sell the startups. But don't think that only IIT can do. Self-financing college will also will do. At one point of time, when you want to have these ranking and all, these things will come up. I heard that very, very close to my place. One college has asked everybody to do the startup, to register in startup, only for ranking. Initially, they started. At one point of time, that has to be successful. That will have a very big growth. I have seen this. I'm just watching as a teacher. When I was filling a NAC form for 10 years before, for even not 10, 5, 6 years before, only hard copy was there. Now, they asked to do it in soft copy. And now, previously, when I was there 3 years before, I think one more revision, they asked how many publications. This was the status, I think, 6, 7 years before. Then they revised it. They asked how many impact factor journals you have. Previously, only journals. Now, a recent form which I have seen in AQR, I found that how many papers are cited by your research. See how the quality is changing. And I also find that AICT chairman, I think Professor Saratra Budde, I think Sarasra Budde, I think so, his name is Sarasra Budde, chairman. He is also sitting for online webinar continuously for more than 8 hours. And nothing is there. Nothing is there. I don't know how many people are attending that type of Sarasra Budde seminars. You just go and in YouTube, you can see he'll be sitting and he'll be interacting, and he'll be sitting for entire completion of the program. But we may say that I have job, I have these things. I don't know how they are maintaining the time, but a big shot of AICT chairman, he sits continuously for more than 2 or 3 hours. I think a lot of people are sitting also. I never see seats are vacant. But I see seats are vacant only in self-financing college webinars. I'm just attending. I'm seeing many people. Maybe because two reasons: the presenter should have a good presentation. Maybe because of certification we are sitting. But government is also into the pressure, because if somebody sees that program, AICT is connecting one media program. If AICT chairman is not there, that will be a problem. He is also under stress. I don't know whether he's sitting with interest or without interest, but still the environment is changing. Don't think that only for people we are stressed. Don't compare these things. This is my humble request. So this is how things are going on, because they are also, I don't believe so they are sitting because of the pressure. I see that they are putting a lot of interactive questions. They are bringing a lot of people, and that is what the reason they understand the importance of the knowledge sharing. Now a lot of funding is also given. So far 10 years before who applied also, they are giving funds now, because it is online. Everybody will sit, everybody will attend, and some knowledge sharing will be prevailing among the teaching faculty. That's how they are doing it, but I don't know how far it is going to be successful. But still I see that there is a change, big change after COVID, especially after COVID. Okay, and I think so we have to manage. That is what I said with my simple wording: time management and mind management is required for the teachers right now. If we take a class about time management, mind management, I think all teachers will have a bright income, because future and happiness. I think I can end the session. Any doubts? I'll just stop my sharing. So these are the things I'm just giving on the dais of my own experience. It's not none other than experience. Thank you. Anything to be discussed? Any doubts?
I think no doubt, sir.
Okay, very good.
I would like to extend a special thanks to Dr. N.R. Shankar sir for giving us a wide knowledge about exploration of the Indian government startup schemes, incubation center, entrepreneur professionals. It was a very inspiring speech, sir. Thank you so much, sir. As
Any,
the token of
any feedback is there from the participants? I don't know who is there.
okay, sir.
Any feedback? I don't see how many people are there. Any doctorates are there? I think okay. Thank you. We'll close it.
Once again, sir, we honoring the session speaker, N.R. Dr. N.R. Shankar sir, with the small e memento. Please accept, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, please stay online, sir. Today we will be having a photo session, sir. Arun sir will take a photo, sir.
Oh, photo session.
Yes, sir. Today is the last day, so today we are having a photo session, sir. Please stay online, sir.
Okay, okay. I'll just mute my video.
Participants, please turn on your camera also. Participants, sir, please turn on your camera. Shankar sir,
Yes, yes. Just
your
close it.
camera is Satyapriya ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ரெண்டு மொபைல் யூஸ் பண்றீங்களா மேம்? சரி சரி, ஓகே மேம், ஓகே மேம். நவராஜன் சார், நவராஜன் சார், அருண் சார் போட்டோ எடுங்க சார். கொஞ்சம் நானும் எடுக்கிறேன், நீங்களும் எடுங்க சார். Shankar sir, your
Yeah.
camera is not visible. Turn on your camera, sir.
நான் தான் பண்றேன், because I am not used to this Google.
Okay, okay, sir.
I don't know why it is cutting. I want to. Is it okay? No.
No, sir. Still, it is not visible, sir. அருண் சார் எடுத்திருக்கீங்க இல்லையா? அருண் சார். Okay, sir. I think Arun sir voice கேக்கல sir.
Arun sir, you are not audible, sir.